Thank you very much for the opportunity to present here today. Today, I'm going to presentation about shoots counting system with SegNet. My name is Funaito. I'm Toka University student. Now, I'm researching on AI with university lab members. Our background is to develop a system for efficient management of vineyards by introducing an AI system. In order to produce high-quality grapes, we control the number of branches produced from a single trunk. If the number of shoots is low, the number of branches is increased. If the number of shoots is high, the number of branches is reduced. Self-viticulture allows for a large number of grapes to be grown in a small area, making it a good choice for farms with limited run space. However, it's difficult to work in a narrow area. Farmers can only see a tiny area at a given time. When working on the vineyard, overhead work is required. So, we decided to use a drone to take photos from the sky to see the entire vineyard. This is a composite of all the photos taken by the drone and connected together to create a picture of the entire vineyard. The key to growing grapes is to control the number of branches of grapes produced on each trunk. So, we wanted to know how many branches to produce on each trunk. Therefore, we are developing a system to automatically determine how many shoots are on each trunk. In this presentation, we describe a system to determine the number of shoots growing from a branch by using SegNet. This is the outline of this research. First, I'll talk about the purpose and the problems. Then, explain the idea for solving problems by 3 steps. Then, demonstrate a system under development and describe the system. At the end, I'll summarize the presentation. The purpose of this presentation is to count up all shoots in each branch. This picture is one of the pieces that make up the vineyard. These white areas are the branches and these brown areas are the shoots. For example, in the upper left, when I counted the number of shoots manually, there are 2 shoots in total. The photos were taken at the same altitude, so the branches and shoot thickness are all the same. Therefore, in this study, we count the number of shoots growing from each branch on a single photographic object taken by the drone. If the system works on one photo, the system can be adapted to 100 photos. In order to recognize the branches and shoots from these photos, we use SegNet to perform segmentation. SegNet is a method for segmenting various objects developed by the Computer Vision and Robotics group. The tutorial will target the traffic system and the training data. There are 367 combinations of 480 by 360 pixel images, and their segmented teacher data with sample to be trained 40,000 times. This time, we prepared 1,600 images divided into 480 by 360 pixels to train the branches and shoots. We made them learn 80,000 times. Now, let's look at the training results with SegNet. The recognized branch pixel is output as red. The shoot pixel is output as yellow. The silhouettes of branches and shoots are captured. At the intersection of branches and shoots, the result was either of the 2. There are also parts of the branches that are recognized as shoots, and parts of the shoots that are recognized as branches. There are also areas of segmentation that are missing because they are not recognized as branches or shoots. Each branch has a couple of shoots connected to it, like 0, 1, 12, 2, 1, 10, 3. Like this SegNet is recognized branches or shoots per each pixel, but it's necessary to recognize each of these areas as a single entity to enable the system to automatically count the number of shoots growing on each branch. The goal is to count up all shoots in each branch. Next, I'll speak about the issues in the result of the segmentation. Two problems were found in the recognition results. The first is one of the area is interrupted, where the shoots and branches overlap, because the photo is 2D. This means that one branch can be recognizable as two branches, and the same thing can happen with the shoots. Secondly, one area is cut off separately due to misrecognition. This causes one branch to be recognized as multiple branches. We have to fill in these two problems to find the number of shoots. The problems are areas of overlap and misrecognition. So, I'll describe some ideas for solving these problems. Our idea is consisted of 3 steps. 1. Management by ID. 2. Remove minor misconceptions. 3. Expansion of the area. The first step is to manage it by ID. What this means is that you assign IDs to the pixel of the branches and shoots in the recognition image to manage the area. The IDs that assigned must be the same for the pixels that consist the same branch or shoot. Here is the result of assigning IDs in order starting with the top left pixel. When the system assigns IDs, these fine areas of misrecognition are also assigned IDs, but these areas can get in the way of counting. So, we replace the small misidentified areas with the total number of pixels and the color of the adjacent areas. Small yellow areas are replaced with red, and small red areas are replaced with red if they are adjacent to yellow, and gray if they aren't adjacent. Expand the area of branches and shoots and connect the interrupted area. In this idea, the size to be expanded is the thickness of the branches. We paint the pixels in orange if the enlarged pixel is yellow to detect areas separated by shoots. In blue, if the enlarged pixel is gray to detect areas of segmental leakage. And in light blue, if the enlarged pixel is red to detect areas separated by branches. I'll use an enlarged image of the green circle area to illustrate this. Here's an enlarged image of the branch area. Then, connect the split region based on the expanded color. The way it works is to reassign the branch region connected by blue to the same ID. The branch region connected by yellow does 2 patterns of action. When the 2 branch IDs are connected, the system assigns them to the same ID. When 3 branch IDs are connected, the system can't determine which 2 are the same branch area. Ask the user to select a branch area that will pop up and assign the same ID to the user. We'll see how the system that implements the previous idea works. I'll explain it in detail in the system that implements the idea I just mentioned. First of all, I'll expand the profile region to make the shoot that was cut off by the branch into a single shoot. In this way, I succeeded in unifying these shoot IDs. Next, I expand the branch region to unify the branch IDs that were cut off by the shoot and missed recognition. This unifies the branch IDs. Finally, you can actually get the number of shoots for each branch from the number of shoot ID adjacent to the branch ID. As you can see, the number is now displayed. Idea was 3 steps. 1. Management by ID. 2. Remove minor misconceptions. 3. Expansion of the area. Next, let's talk about what we found out from running the system. Running system helped us discover the next challenge. It was happening in places with pink shoots. These shoots were touching to different branches. Therefore, it was counting on both branches. The solution to this problem is to get the coordinates of the shoots and their contact with the branches, and determine from which branch they are growing. This problem is a subject for future work. In this case, we were able to recognize SegNet in a single image. As future work, we will collect 100 images and use system to it. Now, let me summarize my presentation. So far, we have been able to determine the number of shoots using a system that combines the result of SegNet recognition with ideas. The next step is to obtain the coordinates of the branches and their contact points, and to determine from which branch they grow.